잔인해 그대란 사랑 작은 유리병에 나를 넣고 나를 놓아주면 안 되나요? 나 그대 없으면 나 한시도 못 가서 금방 숨이 멎을 것 같아요. 그때 나를 바라봐요. 그때 결심해요. 내가 기꺼이 날 가둬둘게. 3초 만에 상처들은 까먹고 사랑 그 안에 난 헤엄치네. 닿을 수 없다 해도 난 그댄 걸 누가 뭐라 해도 제 멋대로 가는 마음. 오늘은 그대 눈에 왜 눈물이 고인 건데 속상해. 안아주고 싶지만 막막해. 너의 세상은 내가 아닌 것들로 가득하겠지만
All right. Music too loud? Nah, I think it's good. Happy whatever day it is. Happy that day. Happy Wednesday, gang. I hope everybody's having a awesome week. See, everything's working according to plan. I don't know why I still check this. I just have such that anxiety. I mean, I guess it's smart. Always make sure everything's working, right? I've had too many instances, I think, where I stream and it's just not on, and then it's like, oh, So I always like double checking, triple checking. Want to make sure audio's good, all that good stuff. All right, we're rolling, we're good. We are having a good Wednesday here. Got a nice coffee. We're gonna be doing some sketching, some drawing, practice session today, kind of. Tidy. Yeah, working on hands all day, so it's gonna be a fun session. Kind of breaking them down, talking about their shapes, how I think about them, I guess. It's kind of not like a unique way. Pretty standard, pretty easy, just shapes. But yeah, it's something that I've it's like the audio's too loud, but anyway. It's something that I always try to do, and it's like anything, right? You want to practice. The more you practice, the better you get. So I always want to do more and more of it, but the reality is you only, time-wise. Time is a thing. So we're going to be doing a little drawing, a little teaching, and a little practicing today, which is kind of fun. The teaching is going to be, talking through our thoughts as we sketch this out. As you can see, we are still working on our IV fan art. We are not finished. Clearly, we're going to be finishing this Friday. So I didn't want to go ahead and just, again, I figured I've captured so much of it on stream that we might as well finish it on stream as well, or at least throw the color in on stream. We ended on such a good note Friday that I figured let's, leave it. And we'll go over, we'll add that nice layer of color on Friday. So that's the plan for Friday. I don't have a reason we're not doing it today other than I just kind of feel like drawing hands. So, again, sometimes that's going to happen. I don't know what to tell you. But that is enough talking, maybe. Let's get into it. Okay. Oh, everybody knows. They can't see it. So. All right. Let's see. So, hands. Hands are fun. Centered. Looks good. Cool. Yeah, hands are one of those things that I feel like a lot of people are always not afraid of, but try to avoid. And it's like, they're great. They're the best part of like, I don't know, figures, or they can just tell such a story. They're like little figures of themselves. And it just kind of, I don't know, it's one of those fun things that, like I talk about, the more you practice, right, the better you're gonna get. So anything you do, it's kind of just what happens. So the best thing you can do is just keep practicing, right, and seeing how the shapes work. And there is like a consistent, you know, feel. The hands only go so many ways, right? There's a bone structure, a skeletal structure. You're always just making shapes. We are warming up here, getting loose again. It's gonna be just keep on. I always try to put it, again, I don't like formulas, but at the same time, I am very much working with shapes, right? So it is fairly formulaic. Word. Just starting very light, right? Again, it's gonna be a few minute sketch here. We're not going crazy. There might be some that we take longer. This one, I always like kind of showing, as I guess people do rounded, but I kind of like squaring off the tips if it's coming at you. I feel like something like that just looks, then you put the nail here and it just kind of like works. I don't know, I feel like the minute you start getting everything round, but same as you can't have everything too boxy, right? And I'm kind of going in with red here. We're going to switch it up, obviously, because I guess you can't. Sorry. That'll be better though. Yeah, that's a little better. All right, cool. And I definitely also kind of always curve my fingers too much. So there is like an element of stylization to a lot of hands, right? And that's like figures. They're always going to be a little different. Kind of doesn't curve that much. This is all the way down here, which is just because, again, the way the finger's turning, right? You show that. Pinky comes out one more. And again, there's that palm, right? So it's not like you have one finger, you have a pinky coming underneath. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. But again, it can't just be the pinky and then the hand here. There's a palm, so it has to come out. This comes out to here. There's our first hand. Can always kind of go in. I like to kind of, again, stylize when I'm stylizing these. Oh, might have just gotten the old passport. Might have just gotten it. We're traveling soon and I do not have a passport, so it's time is of the essence. And it might have just came in, everybody. We be traveling. You guys see it? Yeah, okay, cool. Passport has arrived. Everybody be stressed. I'm telling them, it's like, come on, guys, just chill. We think it's not gonna show up? That doesn't happen in real life, you know. That's like a movie type thing. All right, so that pulls down there. Again, I want to make sure you have enough of a wrist, right? Which isn't totally going to be something we're going to talk about, but... what I was talking about before I was rudely interrupted by everybody nervous about my passport is I do kind of see these little, like, again, you kind of add volume to the fingers, right? So you can make them like almost, again, boxes. I like squaring off these fingers far more. I think it's easier to curve something after with angles always, right? That's why you do things angles. One, it's easier to measure. Two, it's just I said so. No, a lot of people say so. That's why I talk about angles and shapes. You know what I mean? The minute you kind of a little too low, and you do need a knuckle here, I guess. That's why the hand looks a little skinny, because this should come here. Perfect. Boom. So it's important to work light. You're sketching like this, right? And again, depending on the level of sketching, right? I don't even put in fingernails. The minute you start to do that, you have to kind of shape. Otherwise, they just start looking like, personally, I feel like you have to take the drawing much further to start showing fingernails without it just kind of starting to look weird. So usually I will just kind of leave that part out. I shouldn't say usually, when I'm sketching like this, right? When it's just sort of a sketch practice. Once you have the shape of the hand, putting in fingernails is certainly not the hard part. The rest is correct, it'll work. Yeah, fun, what was that? 2 minutes. Longer than I thought. We were gonna do just like a short couple minute sketch, but see, ultimately it has, what is it? They're all like pentagons. Different like pentagons, but see right there, that's your shape, right? You could kind of put in one there. Same, I mean, again, right here. Same shape, right? That's kind of how it starts. Again, you can, if you want to be specific, you cut off that edge, which you kind of would as you started adding fingers. This is very much a Jim Lee sort of style or formula. I don't know if it's his formula. I shouldn't say that, but and I should say I learned it from him. Like, he didn't teach me, but from watching him, and it's very helpful because, again, your palm is, you actually literally did draw on it in one of his streams, but it's a full pentagon, right? It goes like this. And then if you want to get specific, you can kind of put that one in the middle of the point. Almost the same shape we have there, right? The thumb comes out right here. This is where you would split it, and you kind of put a finger on each side, right? So you go there. This is where the other finger has to fit. And that actually would just come in. That would cut in and kind of just be that same angle there. Then you have your hand. So again, now it's like, it's the same, depending on where these go, you start with that pentagon right there. Dude, we're doing a little teaching today. But we're having fun, so. All right. What do we want to do next? Open a palm. We did that, so let's do one like this, right? I always start with the thumbs. You shouldn't. Again, start with the let's hear. We'll do it like I'm talking about it. I feel like that's a little loud, but maybe not. Maybe not. I lost my reference here. And so see, I'm kind of opening the palm up, I guess. It's kind of a left hand here. So it's like the minute it does this part is kind of gonna be, again, it's gonna like flatten out a little bit just because you're gonna move the pentagon a little bit depending on how you're looking at your hand, right? So it's gonna be, but it's gonna kind of, so again, at a sharper angle, could be like this, right? And you're looking at a different part of the hand, etc. So here we kind of have this, we got rid of this angle here to simplify it quite a bit, right? Again, that's, it would kind of go like that. And as you do more, do the upside down. What does that mean? Upside down. Okay, this hand. I don't know what you're, I don't know what these, you know this. You just. What up, Q man? And so I'll clean this part up. Let's clean this up. I was kind of getting reckless. Because ultimately it's going to go like this and it's going to flatten out like I was saying. So it's still this pentagon, but it's not as much of an angle. Your fingers are going to go same places. They're going to split here. Here. Easy peasy. Again, it's going to kind of roll more. And this is far more formulaic than I usually work. It's once you kind of start doing it, this is how your brain will piece it together, right? And it just gets more complicated. Not complicated, it just gets, the shapes get more specific. So instead of, again, a specific pentagon, like I'm saying here, it would kind of be like this. You would have this finger here, you would have here, maybe do this, and then it might come out like this. So it's like sometimes it goes to an octagon, becomes an amorphous shape, but still a shape. Happy Wednesday, Q May. This would even drop more, so. Like to just extend, so you're almost copying this line, right? Your hand are going out. Your opponent. That's really funny. I have not thought of that. And then what? You actually get to hit him? Is that, or you just make fun of him for looking? People do that thing. Nah, I said no to that game quickly. I never liked violence in my... I was like, dude, I will knock you out if you hit me. Fuck that. I guess it doesn't sound like I don't like violence, but I was not into like being tricked and then punched. That's so funny. I haven't thought of that game in so long. Always checking angles like that, that's all. Now we have kind of the pinky going here, and then it comes right at us. So again, you're going to shorten it. Getting a little darker than I would normally work. Kind of what happens when I tend to work formulaic like this is it just gets a little too sketchy all over, right? That's not everybody, by the way. That's just, I'm saying that for myself. Should be here, probably. Much skinny. I'm also intrigued about the first hand it's holding. You're a sick fuck. You would be intrigued about that. Guessing a dog. Oh gosh. $27 minutes in this hike. Just demolished any integrity that was ever going to be a thing. Oh, but you've made it fun at least. It has to be lower, I guess, yeah. Doesn't matter if it's video games or art. That's one thing you're very good at. We'll give you that. So is this one rumbling behind here, causing a ruckus? Why do you think I'm doing hands, dude? Gotta get the content rolling. Gotta get something that's viral here. Sure you'll bring far more popcorn and I didn't see the and. Like, I'm sure you'll bring far more than popcorn. Could just bring popcorn and butter, 2 for 1. Organic too, you know. I know, Seinfeld already did it. What's too big is the palm. Because again, it needs to kind of come down here, and we're at that angle where we're not going to see too much. Is that a fact? Is that true about hands? Funny. And again, we had that same here. Then it came across on the wrist. Oh, I think a bug just went on my nose. There, and like I said, all you did was kind of flatten this angle out. And you just keep manipulating that pentagon, right? Guess it would probably go this way. But no, that one goes that way. So either way, again, that kind of works. I don't really like it just showing both ways there. And then that is how you can draw a hand. Simple shapes. All the pairs of tits. Oh my god. What are those? Are those all left hands? Yeah, okay, let's. Whoa. All right. We have here. Let's do what? A kind of random weird one here. Still here, right? Okay. I guess I'll come this side. This one's a little different because of how we have the hand, you will see. You can jump in a bath, but oh my gosh. Fuck off. Gonna ask how that cafe's doing, but now I don't even want to know. So now we've just put it on the side, right? So now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, pretty much. But you're not gonna see that, you know? You're gonna see one coming out of here, like we talked about. Put another one here, and that's all you're gonna really see, because now it's gonna curve back, right? So it curves up technically. You're here, it'll curve up to this knuckle, and then because it's going down, you're gonna lose that edge, see? But for the most part, you always see these two fingers. Like, rarely will that finger perfectly block out that front one. Front one will block out the second one. So it's like you kind of see both here. A little too low for the knuckle, but that's okay. Probably won't see it on this side, but you might a little bit. Then ultimately you just have the other fingers kind of showing up, right? Popping over. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah. So see, all I did is this technically. Now I've ruined my whole pentagon thing, but this is kind of more of a square here. But because we're rotating the pentagon, how can I kind of, you just kind of are losing this angle, right? This is kind of still going here, away from us, back down. But what you have more is a rectangle here. Then you have this, way too big of a thumb. Same part though, the thumb's still coming out of this bottom part. This is kind of an angle here, but we're not seeing it. It kind of goes here, there. Then you have these fingers coming back this way, right? Kind of show a little here. And this one's gonna come right from here pretty much, a little bit up. What do you call a deaf kind of college? Oh God. Actually, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. That's a lie. You just kind of regulate a. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is very funny. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I think I just came down a little too far here, maybe not. See, now I'm just regulating the size, right? I've kind of made the first one a little too big. This one kind of goes like this. I kind of have the nail here. Kind of see, you kind of would have the palm here, right? So you'd be like kind of coming in. Sorry, I just messed that up. You kind of would see like a little angle and then the finger, right? It wouldn't be that pronounced. And it would actually probably be higher. Well, no, that's about right. But again, I'm just kind of trying to show a little example here. Where do you learn these? Like the internet? You must just look them up. I kind of will do that sometimes to help make sense of like where the fingers are, right? Size wise. Break them up knuckles wise. There you go, there you go, there you go. Thumb has to be like way bigger. Had it right a long time ago. This is sometimes why I just personally have a hard time like working very formulaic like this. Is the size, my brain just won't. I kind of move past these specific of shapes, and it's all just preference for how we work, right? That's no right or wrong. Here's kind of a race. And all you're doing is just checking again size wise. And depending on what you're drawing, obviously, that's very, very different. Make that up. I mean, you can make it up if it's like, again, a character. I've been drawing a lot of characters or comic book stuff. So it's like, if it's that, you know what I mean? Obviously, you can do whatever you want. If, you know, it's a person's hand, it should be kind of relative to probably an accurate hand, at least. You have local supply place, then you switch it up with like the weird real questions on me. Freaks me out, man. I have, well, pretty much both. A lot of the stuff comes from online. A lot of what I use I get online for sure. There is like a cool art store that's local, but actually they have a pretty good selection of things too. It's always fun going to art stores. So I still always, we have fun definitely making it like a trip. Is there a certain size formula? No. Well, maybe. But not that I kind of follow. You have your, again, the pentagon, they kind of just go like this, right? So it mimics this pentagon, but size-wise, half the palm, same size as the palm, we'll say, right? I don't actually know. I'm sure there is, but it's kind of hard because there's so many different angles that it's more of finding it as a whole shape. Versus having like a proportion for an exact hand, if that makes sense. It would kind of only work for like an open hand. There's so many times a hand is contorted or manipulated that it's more about, for me, all of the art is just kind of like seeing it. But it's much more once you get the palm structure, then you kind of build out from these same angles. And it's probably the same size. It's probably the same size as the palm. Ultimately, it would probably be same size as the palm. I have a deep interest in your work while also keeping. That's why I mix up my questions. That makes sense. I like it. I like it. To be fair, they're the best questions I've gotten today, you know? Man. But yeah, because I don't necessarily work super formulaically, I don't totally have the actual formulas, right? I know very basic ones that I definitely use, but a lot of measuring and stuff just kind of comes down to doing it in the moment for sure, or comparing it to something next to it, because everything's just so different. Yeah, it does. If you look at your palm face out, your fingers look different sizes. Put your hand into an arc, and look at the side on the, all look the same. Essentially, the camera angle from your perspective changes their proportions. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. It's always going to be different. That's why it's kind of like shapes, right? The biggest thing is this first shape. And then you can kind of, again, just think of it like it has to be segments, right? You're going to have 3 segments for a finger. And they're going to kind of mimic this. So it'll go here. And then, I mean, again, if my hand's like this, but my pinky's here, it's going to come down like this. See, I can ask cutting edge eyebrow questions. It's a real art. I'll give you that. It's a real art. You're not wrong there. I'll give it to you. So this is kind of our pentagon here, right? Same thing with the thumb here. Goes up. We're kind of splitting this like we would, where we talked it could go like that, right? So that's this little edge that we keep talking about. Could be cut, but ultimately it's that little house. Little house on the prairie. It should kind of even maybe go like, just like straight across here, but I kind of like tilting it, right? Kind of tilted here. Bugging me is this finger behind because I don't want to see. It makes it feel like this finger's too long, right? So I want to go like this. You just won't see it. There's an art to hiding hands. That is a big, big thing. That's why all superheroes wear gloves. So comic book artists never had to worry about hands. I have a vested interest in both. That's awesome. You ever done a live model with the subject who has tattoos? Yeah, it's super fun. Super cool. Tattoos are very, very fun because all it is. Do you want me to say is again? What it comes down to is matching the value of the piece with the tattoo. And so it looks like it's all one object versus a design sitting on top. So like, there's like, whatever, a tattoo here. I don't know. What? Quantum. If this is like similar to here, it goes around, right? It would even curve more. It'll start to look more like a tattoo far more than if it's just like, you know, separate. It's always the fun part about tattoos. Quantum. Totally. So straight lines under a bend based on how you're looking at it. So might change the angle 100%. Effectively, you will distort the tattoo. You would see it kind of get smaller, right? If you figure a bracelet or just put a circle around this wrist, it would go like that, right? So again, technically the tattoo would look like that. You could have like stuff coming around, right? Tribal tattoos or whatever. Give or take. Because again, you figure this wouldn't be straight if it was, the minute it gets 3D, it's going to curve, right? It's going to be rounded. So if there's writing here, it's going to kind of, this, I guess it would get bigger, right? And kind of disappear into the sides. So it would kind of go like this. It's a little different. I guess it would curve. That's important. Draw what you see, not what you see in your head. So you get the real perspective. See, he knows art. That's exactly it. Think of yourself as a camera. Cameras are pretty bad compared to the human eye. It's wild. But yeah, that's, and again, it's, yeah, I was gonna say, it's kind of, again, if you have starting points, but still, it's 100% drawing what you see. Because like even here, you can see I'm kind of forcing this shape. It's still the palm and gives you the finger locations, but I'm kind of forcing that shape in there, right? Whereas again, if I was just drawing it, I would kind of much more focus right here, kind of come here. It would be, I always personally start with the thumb, right? But ultimately, and there you go, you have another one right here. I mean, it's there, right? It's there. Then you would have your fingers. Again, you would segment 1, 2, 3. Kind of want a little movement on this one. I lost my reference. Oh. I guess at this point, again, it's pretty easy where I just talked about, so you would kind of see this other finger. There's very few times that front finger is going to block off this back finger entirely. It just doesn't, very rarely does it happen. So you would see that finger there. That's why there's kind of this divot, because it's hitting that knuckle and this. I don't know if I was saying that too far. That's why there's kind of this divot, which I'm exaggerating, but because it's this middle knuckle and then this first knuckle is what you're seeing here, right? So come here. And then you would have the fingers again right here. Google's sad. Now this dude is good with hands. Dude, isn't that like a creepy thing? Or a porn thing? I feel like I've definitely either done that or heard of whatever that is. It's a British animated series? Really? No shot. I've definitely heard of this before for some reason. I don't know why. I know I have though. You must have told me about it before. The only way I ever would have heard of salad fingers is from you, obviously. Not me, just probably. You wouldn't have told me. No, I mean like at some point over the years. Comes a little wonky. A sad, creepy kid. It's really weird but cool. Dude, you've definitely told me about this before. There's no way I would have heard of it anywhere else. That finger's definitely supposed to be there. This finger's way too big. It's really, yeah, I'm definitely gonna look it up and remember having you definitely told me about salad fingers. That's hysterical, dude. Ever fancied animation? Oh, dude, I love animation's one of my favorite things. That's why I've started like getting into all the comic book art and everything. It doesn't make sense how they do some of the stuff they've done. Incredible. I love animated movies. I have to watch the X-Men 97 is have you been watching X-Men 97? It's out. It looks awesome. I have not caught it. I've watched like an episode or two, but not much more. I have a big nostalgic love of 80s animation. Yeah, it's 80s anything. It's the best. Hey. What's up, Harley? How you doing? Something like that is kind of where we're gonna wrap that up for this little guy. Influenza B. What is that? Is that like bird flu? My gosh. Big bright blocky colors, Transformers, Ninja Turtles. Dude, I'm finishing up the Ninja Turtles skate deck finally. I don't know why I've been putting it off, but I am actually finishing it up. Thundercats is my favorite. That's so funny. When he extends the sword. Thundercats I watched when I was like an infant, so I remember it, but I don't remember it, but like I see it and it's like, oh yes, that's nostalgia. How did you get that, Harley? I'm so sorry. That's awful. I'm that old. It was my jam, dude. I think that time was just the best for animation and everything. You had Bob Ross, dude, like an OG Bob Ross. Did you watch Bob Ross or no? Everybody did, I guess. No clue. Damn, I'm sorry. I hope that... I have no idea what that even consists of, other than I've heard that it's just awful. Thundercats! Harley's up with the chinos, the Thundercats? That's wild. Bob Ross, for every painting is the location of where he buried the bodies. That'd be dope. That would just make Bob Ross so much cooler, no? Alright, let's get a fun hand here. What do we got? Let's change it up, get a fun one. I guess probably gonna take a quick break, but let's do a quick like 5-minute, 30-second try. That's usually how I draw my hands. I scribble sort of the same shapes we've been talking about, and then very lightly scribble it all in as well. And that's how I can, for my brain, that's how I can get the shapes the correct size. So flu basically, I'm that old. No, I feel like I'm like, I mean, you're not older than me. That's crazy. Yeah, I just have my memories. Well, yes, yeah, that's fair. Memory is not one of my strongest attributes. And a lot of times, like I talk about my figures, just right, our style's gonna kind of start to rub off. And I definitely extend and stretch my shapes and figures. You're older than me. I thought I was older. Aren't you like 28? God, that'd be awesome. I'll go with that. Let's go with that. I like that. Yes. Allegedly, yes. No, I am turning 35 this year. Old as shit. Oh, I'm looking at the reference. Oh, I've combined two angles. That's 28 is definitely fully, probably exactly that's what it is. Those gaming glasses to cut blue light is an equivalent eyewear for artists for say working on something really dark to help the details pop. No, other than just specific glasses, because we definitely go blind. Or not that I know of, at least. You're not exactly hurting your eyes, right? Like, you're not supposed to, like, stare through the, like, so it's not really like it's hurting eyesight at all. It, the more you stare at it, usually you get it wrong, to be honest. Because what happens is our eyes, like we were talking about eyes versus cameras, our eyes adjust values, colors, everything. Our eyes are tricky little minks. And I have to pull this some way in, dude. This is what happens with a quick sketch. So you don't go super fast. Turned 45 in February. My niece confirmed it to be true. Yeah, but you're out there kicking a footy still, aren't you? I feel like you told me you were just kicking some footy recently. Be 33 next month. Nice, nice, nice. That's fun. Birthdays are the best. Straight down. That's what looks weird here. There we go. Okay, but like, see that hand pose in IRL? Yeah, I'm always like doing all these. A lot of times I'm my own hand model, so I like just look at it. It's very difficult. Oh yeah, it's like very difficult. Footy days are sadly over. Knees like chocolate. It's merely. Knees like chocolate. I have no idea what that could mean. That's so funny. Did you guys all see the eclipse? It was pretty lame here. All right, I take a quick break. My brain is not working. All right, a couple nice hand studies there. Riddle decided to go to New York for it. Waste of fucking time. Supposed to be 93, but instead it was 93 cloud. There was nothing. Nothing happened. Waste of time walking up the stairs. I mean, we got 100% cloud and rain. We actually ended up having a lot of clouds. I think the people that said like they could see it were like they were editing photos. Again, we're sticking with that. Okay. It's always gonna work, people. Pentagons for hands. That's it. And then I guess the thumb's coming out of here this time, but kind of always splits this middle, right? Here, here, here. Same thing. Just makes it a lot easier. Lets you place everything accordingly. So you just have 1, 2. Oh. We got 100% Cloud and Rains, the video from Dallas that was cool in the middle of downtown. There were some cool pictures in Texas. Texas had some crazy shots. To the flip and the bird. That's a fun one. Let's see. Maybe we will when we get back. Maybe we will. It's fun. Feels aggressive though. Probably do something different, but we'll see. I think we're gonna do one that's like this. We're gonna do one like that. We're gonna do one like this. And we're gonna do one. Maybe actually one fist because we don't have any fists here. Something like that is probably how we'll finish it off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think we might add one more somewhere. I'm not sure where. And let's do one different angle here. We'll do both. We'll do an open and a closed hand here, which is fun. Go there. Switch right on time for the break. What up? Switch. Happy Wednesday, bro. All right, so I'm thinking those will be the hands we'll do. Might move this a little. All right. Yeah, so those are kind of our quick sketches for the last hour. We're gonna do those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands. There you go. 10 to 20 minutes a piece. And I do have to take a break though. Switch. I apologize, I'm taking a break right now. One of Johnny Cash, Middle Finger is it's the best photo ever. One of the greatest live music photos. He was performing at Folsom Prison, and the photographer shouted for him to send a message. Is that true? No shit. I didn't know that about the photo. That's very cool, actually. But yeah, we do have to take a quick 5-minute break. I haven't even taken one since this is the first one of the stream. So I will be quick. I will be quick about it. Yeah, I'll be super quick. We'll be right back. 5 minutes. Appreciate the love. Please stick around. Smash that like. Smash that subscribe if you're feeling squirrely. We'll be right back, gang. Appreciate you guys. All right. Always when you join. I don't know why. It's, well, we figured out it's because you join on the hour 2 and 3. It's actually a pretty clear reason. How you doing, man? You might be gone now. Plugged in. Sharpening pencils real quick. Always important to keep those tips sharpened. Just keeps your marks more accurate. Oh, I caught it. It's always such a win in the studio when you drop a piece of like an art piece, an art tool, and you catch it before it falls because it'll break. Charcoal pencil, piece of charcoal, you run over it, gets everywhere. All right, let's get to it. All right, so where are we working here? Up top right. Cool, cool, cool. I don't know what this is. Jordan Lane still got hit with that break. Just catch and break strays, bro. Catch and break strays. I feel attacked. I feel targeted at this point. Please forgive me, my friend. So we're definitely getting a little bit more complicated here, as we're going to kind of show inside the palm as well, maybe, possibly. And this is where it doesn't change, but you have to, you can't be stuck with that pentagon, right? You kind of do just want to know how a hand works and how it flows. And the truth is there, that's just practice. Never what people want to hear, but it's true. Practice is fun though. That's what we're doing here. That's why we're doing it. What are we drawing? We drawing hands, baby. Practicing our hands. And we're gonna try to show a little curve here. See though. How you doing, Switch? How's that scorched life? Scorch is pretty shitty, not gonna lie to you. I did not enjoy our time there. so nice how the garden is starting to grow. Haven't been on since the last stream. Went to the mountain last week. Now I'm sick. Damn, I'm sorry you're sick, dude. What mountains? How are those? It's dope. Damn, everybody's sick right now, dude. Son. We got wiped again last night. It's all gone. Park's dead. Just don't know how to survive on Ark anymore. I don't know how to play it. Okay with that. We want that a little more kind of curved here. So that is, again, it's definitely clearly a more difficult hand, right? Because we are kind of seeing the inside versus the outside of this palm here. So we're seeing both, I guess. This would be the inside, so this is farther back. Right, so again, a little different. That said, once we, again, this one I wasn't gonna necessarily start like that because it is a little trickier. So since I don't work really formulaic, kind of just went with how I normally work, and I'm always practicing myself, right? All of this is for entertainment, but the part you guys don't know is that I'm actually tricking you and just working myself. I'm practicing and learning. You think I'm just streaming? No, but seriously, I always try to, again, you always want to keep improving, right? Why wouldn't you? That was kind of what prompted today. Is it something that I want to do more of? So, yeah, let's do some sketching. Wednesday's kind of our studio day, and this is what I'm working on in the studio here, right? The best thing we can do with our time, one would argue. Practice. Art is not, it's not a given, like a talent. People call it a talent. It's not like a born, God-given anything like that. It's practice, right? People, I mean, that's just, it's that simple. But again, so right now we have this, right? So we have here, you figure, we'll come right to here. And there's our pentagon. Now again, this gets far more complicated because technically one could go like this. You kind of have this shape here. Now here's the catch. That's still a pentagon, right? It's still the same. And it's still showing you where the fingers go. It's again, estimating. It's all just approximate. But this is still kind of going to split here or here. It doesn't matter. And then you kind of have your hand just like set up here, right? So while it's not necessarily something that I actively will put in and break out of there, if that makes sense. Or not break out of there, but work out of there, specifically like find that. But I am very aware that I need that palm, that shape, because your hand, otherwise a lot of times your hand just kind of looks like fingers into a wrist. You need that pentagon shape. Right? I was just gonna kind of do that a little cleaner. But that said, you can find the pentagon is always a palm. It's just, it's going to be how you find your palm, and then your thumb's going to come out of the middle, one of that edge. Like a skewed pentagon, right? Again, this is not my formula. This is Jim Lee's. Well, I guess to be fair, I don't fully know if it's his, but I learned this from him, and he is obviously one of the best. Excuse me. I was gonna sneeze. I was gonna be a couple there. All right, so let's keep moving here. Bless you. Get rid of this front line here. I think the Pentagon better shows like that side edge there, or the back one, right? Cool. Alright, we're to next. Do you want to do this one? It's kind of the same thing, just twisted, I guess. To be fair, yeah. I didn't realize that, actually. Sorry. No, it's different, I guess, because I can't see it all with as much. So because it's down now, we have to... Oh, yeah, it's very different. Okay, cool. Using the whole edge of this thumb here. And this finger might actually pop off the page here. It's okay. Whoops. Sometimes you run out of room, right? I mean, it is what it is. Let's come down. See, formulas or not, it still comes down to proper angles. That's, I mean, and I'm sure there is. I don't use those types of formulas, so I don't know them. And I think the reason I don't like them, I think, is because to me, it's gonna apply in such a specific image or drawing. You're not learning to draw shapes necessarily. It's kind of why I like these tips, and then you build out from it versus a step 1, step 2, step 3, because you're learning how to draw that. You're not learning how to draw, in my mind. I don't know. That's just sort of how I'm thinking about it. I should say, I'll specify with, I don't think there's anything bad with ever learning anything, to be honest. So it's not going to hurt to learn that. Just, again, it's all relative, right? You're still accurately checking. You might not be doing it consciously, but you're actively checking shapes and angles and doing all of that anytime you're copying an image or practicing a step-by-step, right? thought I was gonna just be able to fit it. Yeah. Be safe. She has no clue where the camera is, clearly.
Oh.
She has no clue where the camera is.
Oh.
No clue where the camera is. Did you put her? No clue where the camera is. It's because I have Restream here and my OBS here. I do things very complicated. But again, I don't like being unsure if I'm streaming, so I try to be very aware. Music feels like it's over quick. Over a little early. Shall we try? What time was it? Oh. Kind of late. Let's see what's trending. What do we think is trending? It's always the worst.
사실은
At work. All right. Like it should be a little. Oh. That's a nice. Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes here and here. And then all this way back, right? me feels like maybe I don't have to put the the pentagon in here, but I also think it's a good one to show. So because it works again, it will apply almost all the time, or you'll be able to make it apply.
Merry go round, round with ya. In and out, then up and down, down, down. It's getting old, going around, round with ya. Think I need some solid ground.
I mean, that's a finger, a hand, couple more fingers. Again, it's a hand, right? Yeah, I mean yeah. But here you still have, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So same as up here, or you have 1, 2, 3. Same one here, right? I guess that's 6. But still, this would kind of, I guess you would go like this, right? That would be this one. Because thumb would come out here. So again, you can still check. You can check to make sure you have that volume with that pentagon shape, right? And make sure the fingers are closed. Very much good for testing if it works. You have what you need to in your hand, right? Yeah. Very nice, very nice. What do we have left? All right, a few more. Let's see. We like it. Fun little sketch here, fun little stream. All right, let's see. What do we have? 20 minutes left. Couple hands left. Let's do it. So here we have an easy. Technically, it just goes like this, I suppose. Okay, there you go. Forget this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. But now we have to pull this here. putting in knuckles when I shouldn't yet, but that's okay. Trying to show a lot of shapes off here. And it might be just making it more difficult.
Getting drunk from 7 to 3. Overindulged in flesh like it's free. We're on a fast ride where monkeys killing time with machines. Making love that we don't even feel. You don't even notice if it's her or it's me. But somewhere deep in it's cutting like a knife, so you just kill it with that one arm.
You guys probably can't even hear the song. It's quiet, but it's weird. Come on. Kind of just goes up here, huh? And you can put in these shapes so you have like square here. Like what? This here. Again, this is kind of just like a shape that, like a box shape. This is going to connect to this. So it's all hopefully connecting. And again, that's a good way to check. And keep just kind of checking vertically. So that actually, they're beautiful. Kicks over and almost comes straight down. Feels like when something, this music is like when something's going down in Game of Thrones, like something dastardly has happened. Thanks. Ring the doorbell and walk away. It's fun.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear.
This is why we listen to the same music all the time, guys, just so there's no confusion.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at.
Isn't there like supposed to be good non-copyright music? How much longer can copyrighted music be a thing? Like, isn't AI gonna just kind of end that here? Come on. Like I've talked about too, when you have shorter, when you're measuring distances, instead of measuring this whole thing, I'm kind of checking each, like checking these, so that I can slowly just keep checking and piecing it together and making it the correct shape, right? Just makes it easier than checking the entire width of it. pretty much.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
I think it's more like that. I don't want to spend too much more time because I kind of want to do this and this real quick. Anytime you're foreshortening, angles are just going to be the whole thing, and it's just tricky. So just kind of trust that the angles are working and keep checking. And if it looks wrong, that's a big thing to keep to confirm that is right. Move this one here. All right, what do we have? Like no time? Cool. Let's see what one, if we can get some of these done really quick. All right, so first, which again is another fist. So we're gonna come here. If we can just make this a super quick sketch here.
Hoy pienso en qué pasó y cómo.
So you see how these knuckles follow right with the hand. So again, it's kind of another, just carrying that knuckle right through, right? There you go, boom. You're here, down, another finger here, down. What? Another finger here. And one more hit. little too big. So again, you have that palm, right? You have that piece of the thumb, your big thumb, or your big palm, and then that piece of the thumb that, you're gonna see it, right? Just like here, it's gonna be kind of a little too big here, but still, it's that type of. Gotta put that meat there. That meat on the bones. Kind of stylizing this fist as we're finishing, right? As we're going quick with it. Right? I mean, that's quick little study right there. No pencil sharpener. All right. Right, last one.
There was a light in this town. It had a really nice sparkle. I was about to forget, but you.
All right, let's see. What do we have right here? Okay, so this one's the last one. 2 minutes, 2 minutes here. We're going over. Let's see. Boom. Has to come down here. Come right like that. It almost has like two. Things just comes out. Kind of just realizing this is like the loser symbol. I didn't realize that. I feel like my girlfriend left my dog out. One, that was a weird way to say it, 'cause it's Ariel and Gus, but B. Smith. What's up, my man? How are you? I'm doing good, friend. I'm doing good. How are you? Wrapping up a stream here. We're actually going over as I finish this last hand study. Had a really nice day practicing hands. It's always a fun day. Drawing hands, the best, right? I don't know. I always like drawing hands. But I'm just realizing that my dog is our crazy dog. My girlfriend left our crazy dog out, which is bold, to say the least. I'm doing good. Excellent, man. Anything new? What's happening over there? What games we playing? What's up? What's up? Tell me one fun thing that's happened to you lately. What's a fun game? Before I have to go. Ask everybody to do that, actually. I'm playing Borderlands 2. Very nice. It's a dope game. I love the artwork in that game, actually. It's one of my favorite games. Nice. I've always loved it. Me and my buddy played it back in the day, definitely. And I just always loved the artwork. It's very cool. It's like a comic book style almost, like a story told in the game. I love that. The artwork's just so cool. I love how they tell the stories and stuff. guess it does kind of look like that big. Yeah, yeah. Again, we definitely have a tendency to shrink the whole hand, right? It's actually the first Borderlands game I played. Oh, that's fun. That's why it's your favorite, obviously. That would make sense. All coming together. Yeah, I think it was the first Borderlands game I played, actually, too. I feel like it's much better than Borderlands 1. Like, it's almost a different game, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong, though. That is how we're gonna finish up our stream today here, gang. With an L for love.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was two and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never need a fix.
All right, that is very nice. Six is one, last bottom side, so it kind of looks like a thumb. There we go. Beautiful. See the difference those little angles make? Just in how correct it feels versus sort of close. Big difference, right? Sure, yeah. But you wouldn't really see it because you're stretching. Oh, beautiful.
Comment ça? Turn the key and cool her off.
There we go. That's fun. All right.
For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate it.
Guess I kind of just have to have it match this whole the rest of the theme here.
Rain, 우린 젖은 채로 stay 하루 종일 또 색다른 motive. Hush, fame, 그 Grammy 너를 take 매일 갖고 싶어만 생각하면
We've gone over already, so now
just searching for someone.
we're gonna sharpen and just finish strong. Whatever.
It's now or never, babe. I just wanted you to see.
No point not to just finish this out, right? We've already gone over. We're not gonna save the time, so.
I can feel it in my body with you. I can feel it in my mind. Do a little extra, just tryna do more. Supernova with you, yeah. She knows I'm feeling. Do a little extra, 나는 do it 언제나. Do a little extra, yeah. Do a little extra. Tell me what you need right now. I just want
Do a
that.
leap?
Do a little extra, do a little extra. Tell me what you need right now. I just want that. Do a little extra, do a little extra. Don't tell me your
Weird.
last name. You make me go insane. 넌 또 가만히 놔두질 못해. I'm afraid you see 내 마음 깊이. Always running out of time, yeah. Take it slow and make your mind up. I got you bit, just searching for someone when you need me right.
Ah, that's better. All right, Matt. So we're gonna wrap up our hand studies for the day. We got a lot of nice ones here. This one I want to kind of fix up, but I'm not gonna right now. But I might go back into it, that's for sure. That's that. That's what it is. That is a fun stream, though. That's a lot of good sketches there. That's the process. That's how we slowly learn hands. Couple techniques, couple tricks throughout there, right? But ultimately, it's studying, it's practicing, it's angles. That's what it comes down to. And finding the shapes and finding the angles, and then you kind of keep building up the hands, right? So that's how we practice. That's how we draw. That's how you do it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. B. Smith, Switch It Up, Quantum, Skyline, everybody else that was here. Can't thank you guys enough for popping in, for chatting, for chilling. I hope everybody's having an awesome Wednesday. Please smash that like and subscribe down below. We will be back Friday, 1 o'clock. We'll be finishing up our Poison Ivy piece. So we'll be adding color to this. So we have a lot of different work going. Again, these hands are what kind of prompted us to study, because we had a lot of fun twisting those hands and creating those hands. So there you go. There's some of the shapes, right? Some of the hands. And that is kind of our plan. So appreciate everybody. We can't thank you enough. We'll see you Friday. I hope everybody has an awesome week. Until then, most importantly, stay healthy and stay happy. Appreciate the love, gang.